So whether we are those who send or those who go, let us glory in the supremacy of God in missions, and let us link together as we join the refrain of old, "Let the nations be glad." Those are the last words of the afterword written by Tom Steller in John Piper's "Let the Nations Be Glad: The Supremacy of God in Missions," a book Dr. Piper dedicated to Tom. Tom Steller, born and raised in Minneapolis, came to faith in Jesus during high school. At Bethel College, he met John Piper, forging a relationship that would forever influence Tom's life and ministry. After serving as Dr. Piper's teaching assistant, Tom married Julie, and together they moved to Pasadena, where Tom attended Fuller Theological Seminary. During his time at Fuller, Tom received 2 postcards from Piper. One announcing that John had been called irretrievably to preach the word, and the second inviting Tom to join him at Bethlehem Baptist Church. The 2 would go on to serve side by side for over 3 decades. In 1983, God deepened Tom's heart for missions, and on one sleepless fall night, Tom realized that if I love the glory of God in the face of Jesus, then I will want to see the praise of his glory extend to every tribe and tongue and people and nation. The next morning, he shared his sense of calling with his wife Julie, who simply responded, "Tom, if this is what God wants us to do, then that's what we'll do." God led Tom to serve as pastor for missions at Bethlehem, where he developed a nurture program for missionary candidates, growing the number of missionaries sent from the church. From nurturing potential missionaries in the church, to visiting missionaries on the field, to leading short-term teams from the church, Tom's heart for the world continued to grow. In 1990, Tom spent 7 months teaching at Cameroon Baptist Theological Seminary, deepening his love for the people of Cameroon and strengthening his desire to train seminary students and underserved pastors. Upon returning to Bethlehem, Tom started an apprenticeship program for ministerial candidates that grew into the Bethlehem Institute, and eventually Bethlehem College and Seminary, where he served as academic dean. Still involved in missions, Tom met Dudene Tamfu in Cameroon, a young seminary student who later lived with the Stellers in Minneapolis while studying at the Bethlehem Institute. With his degree in hand, Dr. Tamfu returned to Cameroon to establish an extension site of Bethlehem College and Seminary with Tom's assistance. In 2008, Darren Carlson met with Tom to pitch an idea for a missions organization focused on global theological education. This led to the formation of Training Leaders International. After 40 years at Bethlehem, Tom joined TLI in 2020 to support Dr. Tamfu and the work in Cameroon. Tom and Julie, parents of 6 children and grandparents to 9, have nurtured both their family and a legacy of faithful service. Through Tom's lifelong investment in missions and theological education, he has helped found institutions and organizations, equipped missionaries and pastors, and encouraged the praise of God's glory among the nations.